Hello, George. How are you, sir?
Hello, Nigel. I am amazing. How
Good
are
stuff.
you?
Not too bad, not too bad. So tell me a little bit about you. Where in the world are you?
I
Looks
am
very British.
currently, in Thessaloniki, in the center,
In where?
in Greece, in Thessaloniki, Greece.
Oh, oh, okay. That's why it's so bright
Greece, yeah.
outside. Yeah, yeah. Is it warm over there?
It is warm, yeah. The weather, it hasn't rained one day since I came here. It's really good.
Okay, cool. So you've not been there too long then? Are you
I've
just?
been in the past, but now I came back with another G from the real world, which I met him inside, and we
Okay.
chatted a little bit, and now we're kind of like a business partners, and we met first time here. We knew each other like for 1.5 years, and we met a week ago. He left this morning.
Oh, okay, cool. So how long have you been there then? How long have you been
Oh, in
in Greece?
Thessaloniki, it's my eighth day.
Okay, so where was you before?
I was in Santorini.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice.
Have you ever
Nice.
been in Santorini?
No. No, I
Then
haven't.
have the boys been?
I haven't even. No, I haven't been to Santorini. I haven't even been to Greece. I've not been.
Oh,
No, I haven't been to Greece. No,
oh, damn.
I've been all over Spain. I've been
Yeah,
to Italy, France, Prague, Germany, Switzerland, Austria. Uh, I can't remember
nice.
what
Those,
else. But
yeah,
I've traveled around, but I haven't been to Greece. I've been to Malta as well.
you should
Uh,
visit
I should.
with the boys.
I should. I should. But I'm sitting in Dubai right now, and it's actually quite cold.
It's
So
actually cold.
yeah, it gets really cold in the evening. Well, actually, during the day it's actually not too bad, but in the evenings it gets a little bit chilly.
Oh yeah, it's because of the desert thing when it I don't remember how it's called exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, the temperature drops absolutely crazily in the desert. So,
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about yourself. So, how you started, what made you join the real world, and what campus did you resonate with?
As everyone I believe, I started seeing Tate popping up on my TikTok for you page.
Hmm.
I would see him everywhere, and I think that's why they banned him from TikTok. He was just way too OP for them. He took over the
Yeah.
platform.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I started watching his videos, and then he was super funny. I didn't find him offensive because sometimes you can just tell when a person is joking. That's why you don't take things personally. And then I started seeing him speaking about Hustlers University because I've been in the real world for since it was called Hustlers University. So
Hmm.
4 years now. I've been
Well, yes.
I've, yeah, I've been inside for a long time, but I had my ups and downs. I was a pretty slow student, let's say,
Hmm.
for example, and when I joined, I I stopped for a little bit because I was working 3 months. I was fully focused my first 3 months, and I was fully focused for the first 3 months I joined, and then I went into a relationship, and I was at the same time in the military, in Greece military,
Okay.
and for some reason I was like, yeah, let me focus in the relationship, and I stopped for 7 months. I quitted the real world. I didn't stop paying though because Tate back then did a nice video which he got me with it. He said, "If you leave, you can never come back." And I was like, "Oh shit, I can't leave. If I leave, I can't join back. I can't
Yeah,
leave."
so you just let it run.
Yeah, I let it run for 7 months without doing any work, basically just watching lessons but not applying them.
Mhm,
And my first ever campus was the affiliate marketing
mhm.
campus with Luke. Luke is an amazing marketer,
Yeah.
and he actually, because you can always ask the professors questions, and they responded, especially in Hassler University. I loved it. In the beginning, it was on Discord, and then they switched. But I love the way Luke inspires the people inside the affiliate marketing. He
Mhm.
always gives advice that it's really accurate. I could always feel it. Everything Luke said, it always hit right. Whether
Mm.
you were sad and you had to work, whether it was difficult at some point and you had to continue everything. Luke also made a whole video about one of my questions. It was a 20-minute long video, and he was talking about charts going up and down. That when you start something, it's hard, and after a while, you can see it working, and maybe you get a little excited, and then something happens, and you go down again. And then after a while, when you're like, "Oh my God, I made this work. Why it's not working now?"
Mm.
You're on that fall, that difficult path at that moment, and you're like, "I did it. Why can I do it again?" And then you start slowly going up, and then you explode. And I took some time. It was certainly took me a few years. I think it was out of my 4 years, I really worked 2.5 to 3 years where I was fully focused.
Fully focused, yeah. And I take it you're not with the same girl that you started a relationship with, or are you?
Nope, no.
She just took you away from
I
work.
broke up. I
Yeah, she
broke
took
up
you
with
away
her.
from work, and then like, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it
Um,
didn't work out.
yeah, yeah. But again, like going back to the question, answering the question, I always say to people, and I said it to the last two people, no question is a silly question. When you ask a question, it might be a question that nobody knows. It might be a question that everybody knows. It might be a question that is a big talking point. So no question is a silly question. So you probably know you can always ask a question within the real world, and you know you'll get it answered, which is
Of course,
brilliant.
always.
So when did you actually start making some money? Because obviously we're doing well now to actually go from where you were to actually moving in with going to Greece and
Yes. Well, I'm actually Greek. I live in Greece,
okay, yeah.
and it will sound a bit weird because I live in Santorini,
Hmm.
and my parents had a restaurant there. So I started working at the restaurant when I was like 13, 14 years old.
Hmm.
So I've always been working since that
Hmm.
age.
Good.
And many people, when they hear that someone has a business or a restaurant at a good place, they're like, "Oh, you have a good restaurant, and why are you doing the other things and chasing the other stuff and not focusing on your restaurant and being a waiter? You're actually better than someone else who doesn't have like a family business." And to that, I have to say it depends, because um, it was a pretty struggle in the restaurant with my family, and especially with my dad. Which now, as I'm starting to grow up and realize more stuff, I appreciate it more, because when it's your business, we always have to do more stuff.
Mm.
So I was always working, because in Santorini you can relax. It's 7 days a week,
Mm.
and I was working since I was 16, like 10 hours a day, 11 hours a day,
Hmm.
and I was doing everything, whatever my father told. Boom, do this, do that.
Mm.
I learned everything. This is how I also practice my English. I practiced a little bit at school, and I had a private teacher also, but I never got like a lower and a proficiency. It was just work from inside the real world, and the restaurant, speaking to everyone. And sorry, what was the question? The full question?
No, 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 no. I'll get back to that question. I'll get back to that question as well.
Yeah.
You mentioned something that I wanted to basically touch upon as well. Um, when you mentioned that when it's your own business, you do have to work a little bit harder and a little bit longer, but there's
Yes.
more reward from it. And this
Oh
is
yes.
this is what I feel. This the thing. Okay, cool. You might work for something. You might do a 9 to 5, but you do a mindless, endless like 9 to 5 because you're just sitting there like your mind's not really working, or it might be working, but you're doing it. But
Exactly.
you're doing it for somebody
Uh,
else, and you're
I
not going to
want
get the right reward from it. But when you do it for
exactly.
yourself, you might
It
work a little bit.
wasn't what I really wanted. Yes.
Yeah, you might work a little bit longer, but there's more reward from it. There's so much more
Ex-
reward from it.
Exactly. And I always believed in myself. I didn't listen to anybody when I was young, especially when I started. My father didn't believe that this would work
Mm.
and that I would be doing what I'm doing now. And when I first started making, like in the affiliate marketing campus, I was working. Back then, I had damaged my shoulders
Mm.
because I was kind of dumb to the thing that I was working 12 hours a day on the restaurant.
Mm.
I was also working as many hours as I can put into the affiliate marketing campus at the same time.
Mm.
And then a few days I was also in the military because we have also some stuff there in Santorini. So I had to
Mm.
do everything together, and I was kind of still in a relationship with my ex back then.
Mm.
So it was all together, struggling a little bit with the restaurant, and because yes, I damaged my shoulders by basically not resting enough because I would work 12 hours a day. I would get back home and I would continue doing pull-ups, I would continue doing push-ups, I would continue doing abs. So I basically killed my shoulders because in the restaurant you're always like this, like that,
Yeah,
cleaning
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So the shoulders have a lot of a load every
Mm.
day.
Mm.
And I damaged them. There was one day where something just, the muscles. I don't remember how it's called now
Mm.
in English.
Tightened up and they just seized.
Yeah, just like a crack, and I was like, "What was that?" And then I could barely lift a plate,
Oh wow.
and yeah, I reached a point where at the beginning it was slow. My father was like, "Oh, it's nothing. Continue working." So I continued working. I didn't see a physiotherapist, nothing. And after 1 week of continuous work, my it became worse, and I couldn't work for like 2 to 3 days. I went to see a physiotherapist. At the same time, I was doing affiliate marketing, and I started editing on my phone basically because I was in the military and the restaurant. I was kind of taking orders and going in the back when I had some time,
And
doing
just
like 5 minutes of edit and then getting back to work because my father would be like, "Where the fuck are you?" I'm just-
get out of
yeah,
here.
he's like, "Sorry, I was in the toilet."
Yeah.
Something like that. And yeah, my shoulders were pretty bad,
Hmm.
and I would because I loved affiliate marketing, I couldn't even stand up. I had to stand in a way that I wouldn't hurt my shoulders while editing at the same time.
Mm.
And every day when I was editing or lifting plates, it was very painful, and I think it was like the lowest point of my life, kinda, because I asked my father, Santorini, it has a lot of population and you can find workers. But my father was the type, I don't blame him, but his mindset was always about the family working, and he didn't like as many. We might had like one more waiter and the family, you
Yeah.
know?
Family. Yeah, yeah. Family business. Yeah, I get it.
Yes. And he wanted me to work instead of finding someone else. And it was also a little bit hard, but he could find someone.
Mm.
But still, it was fine. I've been through that. It was a painful summer
Mm.
where I was in the military because in Greece you have to do 2 to 3 months where
Mhm.
it's really nice. You practice, you do a lot of stuff, and then for the rest 10 months you sit and basically doing nothing. You're just like in prison. You go out to eat the free food, or you can order from outside,
Mm.
and then you have some soldiers in there that don't like you for whatever reason, and they make your life even more difficult.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and and
Ruined.
yeah, and even with physiotherapy and stuff, my shoulders were still pretty bad. And I'll get back to the first time I made good money from affiliate marketing.
Mm.
I was with my ex. I was editing. It was still in golden era of TikTok, and
Hmm.
it was basically 4 months before Tate was banned from the platform that I was
Oh,
still editing on TikTok.
yeah,
I was getting millions of views, and the terrible thing I did was that I think in the beginning I didn't really understood the lessons basically of how to promote.
yeah.
and and I wasn't making promo videos. I was just spamming like viral stuff and stuff that I liked because I enjoyed editing. And I was getting millions of views in like After 3 months, I made one sale, and I was like, "Woo!" My first money from online. This is actually works, and I doubled down. And my first promo was actually when Tate was at the where was it? Croatia, where he went. Tate Confidential with Yaxology,
Yeah,
Sartorial Suitor, and he
yeah,
was basically doing the scream, "Woo! Welcome to the real world."
yeah, yeah.
And then they had for a while the where the tribe bros, sorry, where the price dropped, and it was $10 to join.
Okay,
And I made a promo of him screaming with a big text on it. And I was with my ex girlfriend. We were about to go to bed, and I was finishing my edit. And she was like, "Oh, come on, finish that later." And I was like, "No, I will finish my edit, and then we can do whatever you want."
yeah.
And I finished my edit. I did whatever I done. I slept. I woke up, and I had like 10 sales that day, 11 sales. I made while I slept $112, something like that.
Okay, see, awesome.
Yeah,
See, she was holding you back, but anyway, we'll move
yeah,
on.
a little bit maybe.
Yeah, just holding you back a little bit. Okay, so where have you got to now? So so that was how long ago was that?
How long that was?
Yeah,
That was on my first year. That was on
that
my
was
first year where I
where
had
where are
three
you?
years, 3 months, quit it because I took the lessons, but I never really applied it. Started editing and stuff.
Mhm.
I had made accounts, but never edited a lot. Then I got into a relationship, and then after I started working again, it took me 3 months more or four because my dumbass didn't promote. So it was the first promotion video I've ever did, and it went pretty well. And then the next day, TikTok also banned my video because basically said I can't promote this stuff.
Yeah, yeah, which
I
is
would have
which is
made more sales, but it was fine.
so
And
what did you transfer to, and where are you monetary wise now?
money wise now,
Hmm.
and what I'm currently doing in
Yeah,
general.
yeah, uh-huh.
After 2 to 3 years of affiliate marketing, where at my best moment of my life, it was the hardest moment of my life, where I was having troubles with my relationship, the restaurant, and my father a little bit. It was very difficult because I was also very injured, and but I was fully focused and working on my phone. I was sleeping like 5 hours a day, every day. Sleeping, sorry.
Hmm.
I was
Hmm.
sleeping 5 hours while working, and it was on my second year, on my worst summer ever, that I started making 100 to 300, close to 400 euros a day from affiliate
Hmm.
marketing.
Oh wow,
While
okay.
while I was at the restaurant, while I was injured, and even though I was in pain and my body, literally, my arms couldn't function. I was editing like this. I couldn't move a lot. My arms.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I was. It was also embarrassing, but I learned how to deal with being more comfortable with talking to people and how to interact in general. Because, like I told you, I could only with two hands I could lift one plate alone. So I would
Mm.
go to a table, lift the plate, tell them hi, etc., and I would be like, I'll be back with the other plates. I can't lift them or just something
Yeah,
else at that
yeah, yeah.
moment.
So that
And
was sorry, go on. I was going to say
yes,
it's got.
and it was that moment where my father's lie, where my father's eyes lit up because I was working all day and I was in the military, and he was like making cocktails, and I said, dad, you want to see, because he was asking me like, is this going to work, is this going to work, you're getting like 20 years old now, what are you going to do? So I showed him the money, where in 4 days I had 1K, I believe, around that.
Mm, that's what. Yeah, that's what
And
works.
I put the phone in his face, and he was like, whoa, this actually works.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what I
And
was going to say.
after
It's like that's what I
after
was going
that
to
he
say.
started he started believing in me. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say to it. I was gonna say because he started a business, so why would he want his son to start a business? So you was literally making like almost three. What did I work it out to be? 20, almost 3K a month. Then, because if it was £100 every day, I mean, it might not have been 3K exactly a month. It might
it
have
was going up and down. Yeah,
two, yeah, two and a half, whatever, two and a half to or 2 to 3K per month. What are you? What are you making now? And what do you reckon you've totally made
all right.
as
I'm currently making around $100 to 300, and some days $500 a day from TikTok. And at that moment, I'm waiting for my YouTube exploded. I joined the program in 1 month
mm,
currently, and I'm just waiting for my money to show up, which will be an additional 200 to 500 a day.
okay, cool. So that's cool. So on a monthly figure, roughly, what's that
On a
gonna
monthly, at that moment, without YouTube, only purely TikTok,
mm,
I'm making anywhere between $4,000 and 8,500. It was my
that's
best month. Last
that
last month was my best month.
oh, yeah, that's some good days. That's some
Yeah,
actually
basically before vacation, I got paid good money.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's like, super nice. So what's your because explain to me about your already explained to me about the hardest part because I was going to ask that question to you, but what was your biggest breakthrough, your biggest realization?
My biggest breakthrough. Um, well, um, I think my biggest breakthrough was that summer I told you about. It was full of hardship, and I was at that point, because many people say that Tate saved them from suicide,
Mm,
and I saw the fight of Tate and Chase Dimore yesterday, and even Chase said, the champ of Misfits said that Andrew Tate saved me from suicide,
yeah,
and he was tearing up.
crying, yeah.
It was heartfelt. I really felt that because Tate. I believe that Tate in my life and in many other young men's life has been like the best role model, or even a father figure for many kids
Mm,
that needed that, and they were in a very hard spot. Because for me it wasn't that I was suicidal, because I was always like, I'm never gonna suicide no matter what happens to me. And then Tate gave me the ultimate mindset. I would watch. I started even adopting the way Tate's hands were moving, the way he spoke, talking to girls, getting more comfortable to girls, talking to everybody. I was getting outside of my comfort zone. I was
yeah.
doing things that I never done before. I was always every day I was surprising myself with new stuff of like, I did this, and I was like making my younger self proud. And I had reached that summer, because I also broke up with my ex. It was the moment where I didn't went to the suicide level, but I was super depressed, super depressed. I was sitting because in the military they give you a weapon sometimes and they take you out in the cold. You sit in some shit place and it's super cold and you're holding a gun. There is no one else around you. There is only darkness. Sometimes they wake you up at 2 a.m. in the morning, and I had to go somewhere by car, sit in a chair, and try to sleep in the chair sometimes, with
Mm,
while being super cold, and yeah, depressive and stuff back in the day. And Tate was there for me. I really felt everything he was saying. I would watch his videos and his live for 4 hours a day, 8 hours a day, in the morning, because I wasn't sleeping much. I was sleeping 5 hours. I was working there as they. When I was in the military, all I was doing was affiliate marketing and Tate videos. Affiliate marketing, Tate videos. That was it for me.
Yeah, it's really inspirational for you to hear that because, instantly when you say things like that, and instantly when obviously Chase said stuff like that, you think of what the media purport to him about him, and they've just put something else about saying, "Oh, he's bad for kids, this, that, blah, blah, blah." But no, he's the flip reverse of what they say. So anything that the media say, just flip it on its head and reverse it, because
Super bullshit.
you're not going to be the first. You're not going to be the last person to say that. And every time he goes somewhere, he children, young children, like teenage boys, older boys, 20-year-olds, say, "You changed my life. You changed my life. You changed my life." That's all you hear.
Exactly. And
All you hear, "You changed my life," and it's not changing their life for the worse. It's changing their life to give them some structure within their life, to give them some discipline within their life. Motivation comes and goes. Okay,
exactly, yeah. Discipline
this
stays.
absolutely stays. Okay, so you give them some structure in their life. You give them something to work towards. You get rid of all of the negative influences around them, like whether it be your friend, whether it be the friends that they hang about with, whether it be the partying, whether it be the drugs, whether it be whatever it is. Okay,
Exactly, everything, yeah.
and you give them something to focus on, and they focus on it, and they get their head down. And okay, what do you get in school? We could argue school, we could argue university, we could argue college. Okay, we could
Yeah.
argue all of those. The point is that it's not
They
bad.
they don't care. They don't care about you on a deep level. I
No,
never.
they don't care about it. They don't give you what, and this is me being biased, but they don't give you what the real world gives you. They give you answers to questions that you need to be answered. They give you solutions. They give you a goal, and they tell you you've got to go and get it. Okay, cool. So
Exactly.
if there's any question that you need to ask, you can ask, but this is ultimately your own structure, your own business. Schools and colleges, I'm sorry to say, but they teach you how to go to a school will teach you how to go to college, a college will teach you how to go
Yeah.
to university, and then they'll tell you, well, get a mortgage, do this, da, 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 da. Okay, cool. Yes, you that there's nothing wrong with that, and we all need schools, for the right things. I went to university.
Exactly. If you know what you want to do, yeah, of course.
I went to
But
university.
for the rest is bullshit.
Exactly. I went to university. I went to college because the real world wasn't around when I went to school and college. So I studied graphic design, which I still use today. So I cannot badmouth any form of college or university because I still
Exactly.
use
Yeah.
what I've got there. So it is good. It is it is important. I just don't haven't got a I haven't got a 40, 50 grand bill when I'm coming out of university. That's the only thing that I haven't got.
Yeah.
Because do you know what I mean? But
This is kind of bullshit. This kind
yeah,
of bullshit because I also saw like there was a younger hustler than me that he recently went viral on TikTok because he was 16. He was a programmer, and he basically skipped what his school was saying because he found out that school tells me this so I can get good grades, go to a good college, and make money. And the guy just said, I just skipped that and went straight to making money, and he was started making 500K a month. And he failed from 36 out of 40 universities, something like that, which
if
is
you look
crazy.
if you look at every single millionaire or the majority of millionaires in the world, most of them haven't got a degree.
Yeah,
Uh, some of them didn't finish school. Most of them started their own businesses. Most of them are entrepreneurs. Okay,
exactly. Yeah.
the majority of them are entrepreneurs. What does that tell you? There's not many people that went to college, school, university, and now I'm a successful millionaire. Okay, cool. There are a few. Okay,
Yes,
there
sir.
might. Do you know what I mean? But
That's why.
if we look at the majority of millionaires out there, how did you start your business? Well, I left school, couldn't be bothered with school, or I left college because this was doing, it, and I
Yeah,
started my business and rare, rare, and it just went on from there.
yeah. Maybe school millionaires that went from school in general, I believe, should be like. Don't quote me in my math, but like 1% from school. I don't know. And
What
I
I'm
want to
saying,
touch. I want to go back to the propaganda and the social media try to um, thrown upon Tate and tarnish his reputation, ban him, put him in jail. the UK feels like a girl that Tate broke up with, and now they're trying to, bro. I saw they made the UK made a movie about him, calling him
Yeah,
bad in the
yeah, I
movie,
know.
and stuff. I was like, what?
Mm.
What, they didn't explain
But
anything.
this is
Then
this is
I saw, yeah.
go on. Yeah, go on.
I also saw like hit pieces, especially I remember where Matt Matt
Yeah, yeah,
Shea.
yeah,
Bro,
make sure. Yeah,
I made so many funny videos that went viral with him and with Tate. Basically, when he bring the chocolates to his house, and then
yeah,
was
yeah,
it
yeah,
was it the
yeah.
company Vice that got exposed and then they
Yeah,
went bankrupt?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it
The thing
was
is that
it was awesome.
the thing is everything will come to an end for these people very very soon. Well, everything will come to an end. You know, again, if people understand the media, okay, you can listen to the media, but and this is the thing in health and nutrition, in how you eat food, absolutely pretty much everything that you hear from the media, you flip it on its head, okay, and
Yes.
that's what the truth is. Okay, we look at all of these natural. I could go deep, and I'm just going to touch upon it just now because we need
Yeah.
to get back on it. But we look on all of these natural disasters that they say, "Oh my God, there's a hurricane here, and there's a landslide here with water, rain, and whatever, blah blah."
Hmm.
In well, in not in Bahamas, where was it? You got Jamaica, you got all of these other places, Los Angeles, all of these places where these
When
so-called
something bad happens, they blame it
yeah,
on
so-called
something
natural
else.
disasters are supposed to happen. No, they're man-made. They're manufactured.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
that's what they are. And they're never ever going to tell you that. But if you know
yeah.
deep, then that's it. So,
And also, I fully agree. And it's crazy because from school, I knew that I wanted to make money online. I just didn't know what to do. And
mm,
sorry, I touched on the point before. And then I was telling everyone because, some kids make fun of you. Oh, you're not going to do anything. You're gonna go to college and stuff. No, I'm not going to go to college. And
mm,
now some kids from my school, I was basically telling all of my friends, join the real world, join Hustlers University. The only person who listened was my best friend, and
mm-hmm,
he passed with he passed flawlessly to the best college he wanted to go. And when
mm-hmm,
he joined the real world for 1 month, he
mm-hmm.
told me immediately. He called me after 1 week and he was like, bro, what the fuck, college is bullshit, bro, college is bullshit. The information that the real world gives, it's straight on point, like skipping the bullshit and make
Yes,
money this way.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
all like so much theory sometimes. It's cool that it's not needed.
yeah.
And he called me, and he actually made, because I had the first year I made good money. I also, after that was my fault. I started
Mm-hmm,
also making money again like a few months ago. So
mm-hmm,
for 1 year I was again in fully struggling mode and trying to push through the dip
mm-hmm.
and what I was doing wrong. And yeah, I also want to touch to remind me, like, almost in the end, I have like two things that were kind of like a marketing that I want to share. I haven't shared them in the real world. Only me and like two people know, my business partner and my best friend know that happened, which I think you're gonna find pretty interesting. I'll tell it a bit later.
Okay.
And yes, another thing, the two things basically that I love to tell you later, which I believe you're gonna find interesting also.
Okay, cool. So, uh, what's your plan for? Because you're still in the affiliate marketing. Am I saying that correct? Am I correct with that?
I quitted affiliate marketing 9 months ago because I went to the TikTok creativity program,
Okay, okay, cool.
and
So you're in
now I am doing basically the platforms program, YouTube and TikTok, but getting paid by views.
5 views. Okay, cool.
I
So
also
what?
worked with a few clients also, but I didn't really enjoy that, so I went back to to making money
Yeah.
by with views.
Okay.
And
So
also, excuse me, I wanted to touch on the point again with propaganda machine, how it works. Every time, because I also edit videos, and Luke also taught us so many lessons about how important it is for sound and music on your videos. It's super important, especially
Mhm.
nowadays with so many edits floating around.
Mhm.
And once I started understanding everything of how music works, of how what to show to people, if you want them to feel sad, show them this and put this music. This is exactly what I saw New York Times made and Matt Shea from Vice, where they made the hit pieces of Tate, and they
Mhm.
were putting inside horrible pictures of them or something like a fight where they're fighting and they were super mad and they were saying they hurt like some girls which they didn't have proof of, and they also put really sad, really horrible music, and I actually started to feeling like, oh my god, is this true also as a video editor? But then I clicked and I was like, this is all
Part,
bullshit.
yeah, it's part of
Yeah,
the site. It's part of the site.
one video can flip the way you think
Where
about
you
things.
think, yeah, 100%, and they know that that's their propaganda tool. So, what's your plan for the new year? So, I mean, where do you plan to be? Sorry, where do you plan to be? What kind of what's your Do you have any? Have you set a plan for end of the year next year? So, what's your plan for end of the year next year?
Yes, sir. I am probably moving with my business partner somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and we don't know yet where it will be, but we will figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
For now, we are on our own,
Mm-hmm.
and I am, of course, I'm gonna join the war room. I wanted to do it for a pretty long time, and I also wanted to touch on the summer where I started making like 3 to 3.8k a month
Mm-hmm.
on affiliate marketing on my first ever good breakthrough. Um, the first month which I made 4k, where I exploded. I
Mm-hmm.
gave I gave 3.5k immediately when I received the money. The next day, I sent 3.5k to join the war room, basically,
Okay, cool,
because I
awesome.
started generating money daily.
Yeah, yeah.
And I had back then I had an Instagram account, and the biggest like the biggest opponent I had, my biggest competition, was a really good guy that he was the first on affiliate marketing that reached 1 million followers. And back then on my breakthrough, his Instagram account was at 93. I still remember the number 93.2k 5k followers.
Mm-hmm.
And in 20 days I edited 3 videos only, and I switched the marketing, which I think back in the day, no one else did this in affiliate marketing, because the basic selling point was do this, click here, click this link, and then let the people do a few other things before they buy.
Mm-hmm.
And what I did was, instead of telling them to buy, Tate had just came out of prison, and it was a good time to sell that Tate is out of jail and he's gonna make an interview with, oh, I don't remember the name. Was he at his house after he went out of jail?
Yeah, he was at his house. Yeah.
I don't remember the interview. The guy who interviewed him.
Was
Uh,
it Piers or was it because he had Piers? No, he had Tucker Carlson. Tucker
the
Carlson.
the one
Piers.
before, the first ever interview with uh,
Um,
with with Vang on YouTube. They have something like oh shit, don't remember now. Yeah, the first interview,
mm,
but I will remember it in a bit and probably tell you. The first interview, so I get, okay, that's a good selling point, but I need to make it more interesting. So I made a video which was AI and a little bit of Tate, but until that point, I never used AI that much
mm,
to explain a story, because Tate Tate videos on their own are interesting. So I never used AI until that point. And on the
yeah.
end of that video, I said he just came out of jail, and to not miss this interview, instead of telling them to buy or something, I tell
Hmm.
them to follow my account which is only one click, because when you sell someone something on a link, they have to
Yeah.
do three things. So I'm like, okay, I will cut the two things and they just need to click one button to follow me.
Mm.
And I did the first video. I slept after working in the restaurant. I went to the military the next day. I opened my phone on Instagram, and the video had my first video on the second account because I also had another, but I thought it was shadow banned, and I was kind of right because the brand new account had the first video 1.5 million views, and I had 30K followers in one day.
Wow, that's super, super, super cool.
And yes, in the morning I had like 17K, and I was like, okay, now I can sell them on story. Now I have the followers, I have the eyes. I
Yeah,
had
yeah,
like I
yeah.
uploaded the story, and I had like almost 30K views and 90K followers. So it was crazy. I had
Yeah.
like 1,000 clicks, and that was the day where I started making $300 a day. I was
Dollars a day.
like,
Yeah.
that marketing was genius. I was like, holy shit. Because
So
I didn't saw it from anyone else. And sorry, before you continue, I don't want to interrupt you,
no, no, it's
but
fine.
the biggest channel at that moment had 93K followers,
Mm.
and 20 days later I made another similar video copying like the three fundamentals and saying them,
Mhm.
telling everyone to follow me again. And on like the 44th day of my account, which I only had for some reason, oh yes, I was working, so I couldn't post every day, but I had 20 videos at that point. I was gaining 10,000 followers almost a day, 15, 30, 20K. I have pictures that I wanted to show here maybe later. And I was actually getting close to the biggest account of the affiliate marketing campus,
Oh,
because
okay.
he was gaining 2 to 5,000 followers a day, and I
Mm.
was exploding. I was getting 50K a day. My biggest day was like 25K followers in a day, and I
Wow.
was and I was about to surpass him. And this is this is the real tragedy. It was basically 40 days of that. I get paid. I'm head to head with him on followers. I reached like 98K followers before the 100K.
Hmm.
He reaches 100K, and before I could do it, somehow someone, I don't know, maybe it was competition. No hard feelings now. If someone from affiliate marketing did it, my account got banned.
Oh,
My account got banned in 40 days. I made an account, got
and then
almost 100K
almost
followers.
100, and then follows, and then
Yeah,
got banned.
made close to 5K, and then got and then got
Wow,
destroyed.
that's
And
crazy.
also, it was also bad because at that moment I couldn't upload on TikTok, and it was my biggest account in every platform, and I
Mm.
gave like almost all my money to join the war room at that moment, and then I got banned because
And
I
you
was
got
like, no way I can lose now. I'm getting money every day, and then boom.
banned.
And that was those are the things you can control
No, absolutely, absolutely, I'm not. But I
because
suppose, um, but with that, you've risen above it. So at the end of the day, stuff that you can't control, you kind of can't
yeah,
necessarily. Well, you can worry about, but you can't worry about. You just got to think about a way of how to safeguard it and how to, you know, move on and let that not happen again in a way. But obviously with social media the way it was at that point in time, you can like I got a couple of accounts banned. I got my TikTok account banned, but I didn't really care about it at that point in time. I didn't really have that
yeah,
many followers anyway, so it wasn't really bothering me as such to that extent. When you spoke about what you're doing next year, what your plan, when I said to you what your plan was next year, you told
yes.
me about obviously you moving and stuff like that. I meant a plan with business. What do you plan on achieving next year? Obviously, apart from obviously joining the real world and moving with your friend, um, business orientation wise.
All right, what I'm planning of achieving, I basically want to be able to also, because my father was also like the type where we weren't poor, but we were in the middle. We were also not rich. But my
Mm.
father, no matter how many money he had, he was like always, we don't have much money, we don't have much money. He was that type of mindset. And I felt that this was also negative towards me, mindset full wise.
Yeah.
And I switched it up and started saying money is easy to make, money is easy to make and stuff. And it's okay, for example, to oh shit, sorry. Um, for example, I was out with my friend and my brother actually because he stays in Thessaloniki, but because my friend came, we had to rent something together.
Yeah.
And I'll go to my brother in a few days. So we were all together on a trip. We also rented. It was my first time in a G wagon. We rented it for 2 days. Yeah,
Mhm.
and we
Mhm.
went to Evosmos. Evosmos, it's a beautiful place with warm water that it's natural. It all comes from the mountains.
Mhm.
And there were like big influencers there that made a concert. They created a Christmas village, and it was amazing. We went out for food. The food was awesome, and when the bill came and stuff, I everyone loved everything so much, and me and my friend both gave like $20 tip to
Mm.
the guy who made the food, and I didn't really care
Mm.
about because I've also been to that point, where I had no money and I I gave it not gave it away. I gave it to join the war room, and then I had and do some other stuff, and then I
Mm.
had no money again, and I was making like 500 euros a month, which wasn't great at all, and it was hard. But after that struggle and everything I explained before about the restaurant, I think
Mhm.
I believe truly in my heart that it made me a stronger man at
Mm.
that point in my life.
Mm.
And
Mm.
I don't really care about money as long as it helps the people around me. If I saw someone who needs money, I can help him. I can help
Yeah.
my family. I didn't let my brother, for example, and his girlfriend pay uh, for anything when we went out for food.
Mm.
That's what I want. And for example, the lifestyle and everything, it's nice, and I still have a lot of experiences to do. And I also want to meet you guys. I want to join the war room, which it's happening soon. You're an amazing team, because I also want to touch on the point where everyone said, and also my father in the past, because a lot of poor people say that all rich people are all scammers, that everyone is stealing money, everyone is doing this, everyone is doing that. Rich people are bad, basically. That was the whole mindset I kind of grew up with. And then when I started seeing Tate, the team, Justin Waller, you guys, and everyone was doing great and helping people, I was like, everything that poor people say about about rich people, it's so bullshit, because you
Mm.
can meet such great individuals,
Mm.
and everyone has his own stories, especially self-made. And also the funny part, yes,
Well, I was going to say no. That's the difference between when you talk about rich people. You talk about rich people. There's two, for me. There's two kind of demographics. There's people that are brought up with money. They're the people that are
yes,
not liked because they're the people that have had the silver spoon in their mouth. Don't necessarily appreciate the things that other people would appreciate. So, like when you've got the likes of us, we all pretty much grew up in the roughest, one of the roughest towns, if not the roughest town, voted
oh
uh,
yeah.
in the whole of the UK. Okay, we all grew
I
up.
was talking about your
Yeah,
stories as
we all grew up.
young people.
We all grew up in the same town. We all grew up in
Lunte?
yeah, in Luton. Yeah, so it was it was a struggle. It was literally a struggle. It was a struggle
Yeah,
to go through school. It was a struggle on a day to day basis. We all faced different individual struggles going up through there. But what it is with us is that okay, cool. We appreciate the things that we have now, but we never forget where we came from. Okay,
exactly.
so
Yeah,
the mindset is different. So the mindset is different. When you haven't gone through those struggles, you don't necessarily appreciate those struggles and appreciate the things that you necessarily might take for granted. It's beautiful now to actually be able to help your parents, help your friends, family, whatever, with like finances and stuff like that. But like for me, I just don't. I still act like it's crazy. I
Yeah.
still act like I've got no money when I go into shops and stuff like that. It's crazy because
Oh, yeah.
you don't need to look at the price. You know you can afford it, but you look at the price anyway, and you think,
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
do you know what I mean? It's like it's just that thing. It's just that thing you have. So I know that everybody appreciates everybody. One thing, we've got the greatest team in the world, and I'm standing by that, and I will always stand by that. That's number one. Number two, we appreciate everything that we've actually got. Okay, and we appreciate the people around us, and we appreciate our family, and we appreciate the people that were there to take us through and support us all the way through. And that's super important when you're actually going up and you get to a level, get to a certain level. So that's the difference I feel that's between the difference between the people that have brought up the silver spoon in your mouth. Your parents already got millions or whatever, blah blah.
Exactly.
They
Yes,
don't,
they don't
they
appreciate
don't teach you
stuff.
the graft. Yeah, they don't teach you the graft of how you got there. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I've got millions in my bank, but you're going to start and you're going to work over there. You're going to work for Mackey's or you're going to work for that thingy. You know, you're not going
Yeah.
to just jump into. I'm going to give you money so you can start your own business because
And
and I give
and
you
I
a car.
believe this is, yeah. It's also
It's
why I believe people trust you, trust your team, trust the whole team, Tate team, because you're all. Another thing is that you're also out there. You're showing people that this is what we do. You're basically showing almost every day of your life without doing stuff in the back, and because not many influencers care about and talk that much and put that much effort into something and to their followers and to their people, especially in the real world. Every campus I checked, especially Dylan Madden is amazing. I'd love to meet him soon when I visit Dubai. I'd love to meet you guys because you inspire all of that of respect and discipline and being uh, not being a dickhead to your partners, always doing trying to do the right thing. Always, it I think it inspires people, and that's why we love to listening to you, and that's why you inspired us. And many kids nowadays don't say it when they start making money. That's another thing I noticed. Let me know if you notice it also. Many kids my age, I'm 22, they try to sell a course on their own, but it's kind of crazy to me that they don't give at least one thanks to Tate, not just to lick Tate and stuff, but just to appreciate someone who actually helped you. And now that I'm gonna also start growing my personal accounts, I'm never gonna stop doing that. I
yeah,
I I believe I'm a firm believer of giving thanks. Also, like Chase at the end of their fight, where he gave
mm,
thanks to Tate for changing his life.
like,
I'm a
yeah,
firm believer in that. And
yeah.
yes,
100%. All you
I
did,
super want to thank Tate, and I want to meet Tate and you guys and Marcel and
mm,
Rory. I think you trained Marcel, correct?
yeah,
Before
I
his
do.
fight.
Yeah, for his
Yeah,
fight.
and he won. The boys won.
Yeah, the Bulls one. Yeah,
Yeah, it was crazy. I loved it. I saw I saw their fights also.
yeah. Super good, super
And
good,
and
super
and
proud of
with
both.
Tate and Tate also, I don't believe this was a loss for Tate. Especially, I fully believe the quote on the end where he said, where he felt fear, that was the moment he had to act, and he lost on points. In my eyes, and in many other people's eyes, Tate is still a winner, and he's still the top G, and that's what made him the top G. Because and that's what he also teaches us, to never give up. And even
Give
if
up,
you are
give
going
up.
to lose, even if you're going to lose, you're gonna keep going. And that's
Keep
what
going,
that's
keep
why I
trying. Yeah,
love on my hardest moment, I felt his words every time I listened to Tate speaking. I felt it because that's what makes a man, especially when you are on that hard part of life, when you are fucked up and everything is going terribly wrong.
Yeah,
That's when you truly, yeah,
that's the message. That's the message that he gave. That's the message that he come across. That's the message before, and that's the message that afterwards. And that's the message that people should receive. That's the message that people should receive, regardless of win or losing. It's the message of you guys go in there, you give it as all you possibly can do, and you just keep going from there. So that is the 100% the message. Just one other question. And did you
yes.
do? You said you was talking about you grafted for a year. Was that the Heroes Year? Where you done the Heroes Year?
I joined the Heroes Year. How was it? How was it with the updates? I can't remember. I think I joined the Heroes Year a year ago because I
Okay.
don't remember when it actually came out, but I joined it, or because I was already like a very old student, it was automatically. I don't know if Tate did something like that to automatically join Heroes Year,
Hmm.
but yeah, for me it wasn't Heroes Year. For me it was just hustling, trying to go up again. After that dip, for me,
Well,
yeah, I didn't even
that's
notice it that much.
that's part and parcel of what it was, because it gave you the consistency to actually, okay, cool.
Yes,
It
sir.
gave that kind of that discipline, that kind of consistency that you want to achieve something within that year. So that's what it was all
Yeah.
about. So the whole kind of basis around it. So yeah,
Yes.
it's worked for a couple of people. It's worked for a good few people, actually, in all fairness. And it just
Exactly.
gives you that little bit of central focus. Do you know what I mean? So
And
you
especially after it worked out, and especially now in the past like 3 months, I can't complain. It's going pretty well. We ended like with my friend. We had the. I wanted to do the interview in the biggest penthouse in Thessaloniki, basically, but it's fine. I understand that when Rokas told me, yeah, Nigel can't do it because he will be on the Tate fight, and then the boys are going to go out. I was
yeah,
like, okay, it's fine.
yeah.
After my friend leaves, I'm gonna find another like nice place, and I'd like to do it there to have quiet, to do something like that. I couldn't do it somewhere else.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to talk to you again. I know I'm going to talk to you again next few months. In fact, I might even see you before that. Let's hope. Let's see if we'll see you before that.
Of
Um,
course, maybe, yeah.
yeah, exactly. So I can wish you nothing but the best. Keep that mindset. Keep plugging along. We'll see you in the real world very very soon. You
And
know,
the war room probably soon.
and the war. Yeah, sorry, the war room very very soon.
Yeah,
Yeah, just keep like you've got a fantastic mindset, and
thank you, sir.
yeah, just keep plugging along. You're gonna join the war room, but then obviously set yourself your plans, your goals,
Thank
and
you.
you sound like a very very well grounded person. So yeah, it was a pleasure
Yeah.
absolutely speaking to you.
Oh
I've
yes,
taken
let
out.
me before. I don't want to forget the things I told you that you will find interesting because I kept the best things for the ending.
Okay.
I will start a bit lighter. When I had my first Instagram account,
Mm,
my best brain power breakthrough, where I was like, I truly used my mind. After
mhm.
after that, also with the followers and the first good money I received. Another thing I did before that, which wasn't for money, it was just breaking the shadow ban of Instagram
Yeah.
by using my mind. I was shadow banned. I was taking videos that should be getting 100K 100K views plus. They were getting me 1K views, and I was like, okay, this is something goes wrong here. I don't like this, and I was like, okay, how can I? It was just a thought. I don't know if it's true, but for me, it worked. Back in the day, I was like, okay, how can I get through that shadow ban? What can I do? And the boys, there was Tom Khan, Fresh and Fit, and Sartorial Suter who did, and Dylan Madden maybe, who did a podcast together, also talking about Mache and how Sartorial Suter invited him to join the War Room, and Matt didn't. I actually found that fascinating and um, very nice from Sartorial Suter to do such a thing and invite the guy who backstabbed his best friend, for example,
Mm,
into the worm. That showed a lot of heart. And then there was Tom Kant who said, no, he's a little piece of shit, I don't like him. And I basically took that part and I
Yeah.
made like a heartwarming video, and then it switched to funny. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna tag them both, Sartorial Suitor and Tom Khan. I don't want to say I used them. It was just a marketing thing,
Mhm.
because I want them to find a nice video and post them on their story. And they actually did, and they actually commented. And I was actually, holy shit, it worked. It
Mm.
actually worked. They commented, and it was very nice to be like, even seeing comments from people like this and from the team. I
Mm.
really loved it. And then the Sadoban was gone, and I started making a few more money again after that. And I think I also texted Justin Waller. I don't where I started making good money on affiliate marketing. I don't remember if he DM'd me, or oh no, I also made a video about Justin Waller, and then he found it, he posted it, and then he DM'd me also.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
also,
yeah.
that's why I
Awesome.
love what I do now with video
Yeah,
editing.
yeah.
And uh, this wasn't as huge as the last, what I'm going to say to you now, but basically Sev, where was the Trump campaign? It was last on November, around November, October, those months before the election. Was it
Mhm.
those months, correct?
Yeah.
And 3 months
Yeah.
before that.
Yeah. 3 months before that was, yeah, the campaign was November,
Yeah, I started.
November, January. Yeah.
Yes, and I started making videos about Trump, and basically I fucked up something in the settings, or I actually bought an account for TikTok, because in Greece I can't get paid from TikTok, because you need an account from USA, China, Germany, or France. And I had to buy something, and I bought it, and the guy who made the account um, was actually banned from getting paid. And when I was in the program, I started generating $300 to $1K a day, making videos about Trump and his campaign, and making fun of Kamala, and interesting videos like that. Everything I could find.
Yeah.
And in 2 months, you can see, I can show it. I deleted everything because they were going to ban my account. Basically,
Oh, God.
this
Yeah. Yeah.
it's empty and has 140K followers now. I deleted everything.
Oh,
And
wow.
I had videos of Trump gaining like 40 million views, 10 million views a day. Every two videos I was getting 5 million and 10 millions of views, something like that. Not always, but
Yeah.
it was crazy, and I gained like
Yeah.
100K followers in 2 months. Then this was also a very hard moment, because I started generating money again, and I got kicked out of the program for a security issue. I don't know what they did, basically because I was doing politics, supporting Trump. I don't know. And I created a new account also, and I went viral there, not as viral as this account I first had,
Mhm.
but I'm one of those videos. Somewhere from Trump or Trump's team took it and uploaded everything on his social media and everywhere on his Twitter. Elon Musk reposted my video. It exploded also everywhere,
Yeah. It
and it
sounds
made me, that video I made about Trump. It was very inspirational. If you, uh, I can send it to you if you'd like on your IG to see it. It was
yeah.
very
Yeah.
heartwarming,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and that's
That.
why that's what I believe stuck with Trump, and that's why I believe they uploaded it, because it was good for their for the campaign. Also, it was very
Yeah. It must have been. Yeah.
inspirational. Yeah,
Absolutely must have been.
and I was like, that video alone made 600K views before it got banned, and made me $400, something like that. But I didn't
Awesome.
care about the money. I woke up the next day. I saw like
Reviews. Yeah.
20 messages from my friend.
Mm.
Yo, Trump posted your video, and I was like, what? I opened the app. I went to his Instagram, and I basically saw my video on Trump's social media accounts everywhere, and
Yeah.
Elon Musk reposted it, and my business partner actually helped me made it, because the night before it was 2 a.m. in the morning, because I
Mm.
was hustling, and I was kind of tired. For the first 3 seconds, something wasn't feeling right, and my best friend was my business partner was kind of like, cut this out basically because it's boring and just leave it like this. So he also saved a little bit to with a video, and I uploaded it, and the next day Trump did it, doesn't know who I am, but he knew my account, and yeah, that was pretty sick. And when Tate was saying in one of his live streams that I helped Trump's campaign and stuff and something like that, and he was
Oh, so he
telling
was
other
behind.
stuff, I was
Yeah.
like, I helped him too, but nobody knows that, you
Nobody
know?
knows he was behind it. Yes, he was behind it.
Yeah,
That is the affiliate campus. So obviously you're in that. So you've done. It sounds like you capitalize on really really poignant, important things. So
very
you
very
know
powerful marketing
yeah
message.
you know what your business model is. So
Yes.
that's absolutely fantastic. That's absolutely
and
fantastic. Well,
and I think I sent them a message actually, and then posted a story. And Caroline Levitt saw my story. Trump didn't see it, of course.
mm,
And I texted them, and I think I emailed them, but I don't think they responded
okay.
because I said, if I will ever work with clients again, that
Yeah.
should be everyone from your team, Tate's team, the War
Mm,
Room, or Trump. I'm not gonna work for anyone else
okay. Yeah.
because I also did some works in the past, and I didn't want them
Really, yeah,
really.
yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
the sky's the limit. You can work for who you want to work for, and you like it's like I say. It seems like you pick topics that are kind of like what we class as trending right at the moment, and you capitalize on them. So you're doing great of what you're doing. That's and that's the long and short of it. Really, to be fair, whatever you do, you pick poignant subjects, topics, whatever, and you make them you make them massive. So
yeah.
you
I
know,
in my From when I started affiliate marketing to now, I have I think around 1 billion views and plus
yeah,
in general,
that's
basically from
that's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic.
yeah.
But all I can say is just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing absolutely. You're smashing it out of the park. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
you're
yeah,
doing.
basically the account that didn't get paid from Trump, my 100K followers, I should get paid anywhere from 10K to 30K with the RPM they gave me. I had like 30 cents, and for
Yeah.
100 million views, the 13 cents will be like 20 to 30. But I also
Mm.
didn't get paid from that, and I was like, fuck, again. But
But
that's life. That's the
everything will come back around. I'm sure it will. I'm absolutely sure it will. Um,
exactly yes.
So, like I say, just keep doing what you're doing. It's been absolutely fantastic talking to you.
And for you, Nigel,
It's been awesome knowing your journey as well because you've done a lot and going in depth about what you've actually achieved and how and when is really a testament to what your vision is and how you pick up on things. So, as I say,
thank
just
you,
keep finding those gems out there, keep
thank you,
smashing it out of
sir.
the park. No worries,
I
and
I really appreciate you, and it was really nice talking to you and getting to
and you,
meet
sir.
you.
And you.
Because from when I started affiliate marketing, I always wanted to get to know and the team especially, and I was like, okay, I need to be really good because I can't just join your team, for example, and do nothing. I need to be good at something. And the thing I did was marketing, and now, yes, this is my first interview, and I was really glad. I also had it with you, and
Yeah.
hopefully next Christmas I'll be with you guys in Dubai somewhere with a war room somewhere.
Yeah.
On your fights, I don't know which one of the boys is going to fight next.
Well,
I
so
want to
we're
see
gonna see. Yeah, we're gonna see about that
supporting
one.
you. You know.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
see about that. We'll see who's gonna be next. Well, actually, no. I think Rory's gonna be next. I think Rory's gonna be next in March. I think that's a
yes,
definite. I think that's a given. So from there on, we'll see. We'll see what generally happens that
exactly.
way.
I'd love to meet every single one of you in person and just shake your hands, and especially to Tate. I want to thank him in person one day,
No
and
worries. Thank you very much.
I'm
Yeah.
going to do that.
Listen, I'm sure it will happen. I'm sure it will happen.
I believe it
So,
also. Yeah.
yeah, cool. There you go. Right. So,
Thank you.
yeah, no problem. Thank you very much for your time. I really, really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate what
Thank you for your time.
No problem. Pleasure. Absolute pleasure. And yeah, we'll definitely see you soon. Either
Yes, of
way,
course.
or whatever fight shows, whatever, we'll see you soon.